Hello everybody and welcome to the Sovereign Village Project. It's been a long morning here at the new homestead. We had a couple of rabbits die, and that is no fun task for anybody. Nobody likes to find their livestock dead, and nobody likes to have to dispose of them afterwards. And so I wanted to show you my disposal technique, because if you have a purpose, something you can use the carcass for, that makes it eases the sting of the blow a little bit. It makes the work a little more palatable because it's not for nothing. You feel like you got something out of the life of this animal. And so I wanted to show you what I did over here. Bearing in mind that this is still pretty much a construction site, we have a lot of trenches and ditches and stuff. So I had a ditch right here by the driveway, and I had a pile of sticks and branches and debris from cutting out the driveway. So I figured the best use for these two rabbit carcasses would be a hugel mound, because there's nothing that matches the fertility of a dead animal. A while back in this field up here, I found a spot where a cat had died. There was only bones left. I found like the skull from this cat. This was like a year ago, before we owned the property, it had died there. But that patch of grass was just way higher than everything else, and it really kind of illuminated for me how powerful the nutrients in an animal carcass are. And so I decided to take advantage of that, since I had two dead animals anyway, in a safe way too, not knowing if they died from a disease or something. I feel pretty comfortable about burying them in the ground and letting them decompose for a year and then planting into that. And so I buried them in the ditch first, and then I threw all of the debris in and some grass clippings and things like that. And I'm not quite through with the project yet. You can still see some of the branches sticking out, but I'm going to continue filling dirt up here, and then I'll add some compost and some topsoil and make it pretty well plantable. And so it's a way to get a really good fertility yield from those animals. You got something out of it. It made the work worth it. It made it feel like I wasn't just losing, because when you lose livestock, you really feel pretty crappy because you just worked hard and you fed hard and you spent a lot of money on them. You feel like you're still getting something out of it, and you are. That spot now, for probably the next 5 years at least, will have really good fertility. And it got me a hugel mound started. It added some of the filler material I needed inside of that hugel mound. So it's a pretty effective way to get rid of animals, and it could be done on any scale. I mean, if you got a tractor, you could bury a horse that way. When I'm good and gone, you can all just go ahead and throw me in a hugel mound and grow something fun there. But I hope that's a helpful tip for everybody. I know we're all going to face livestock loss at some point. So in the meantime, stay safe, be well, and happy homesteading.